back to my channel. In today's video, I'm going to share what you need to know before starting your law firm in Kenya. What I've realized, based on the platform I started, for those who don't know, I started a platform where advocates who are looking for jobs can apply, and then advocates who have jobs can post jobs like maybe doing submissions, briefs, or drafting pleadings can share, and then the people who are interested can apply for them. Based on that platform, I realized a lot of advocates are currently unemployed. That's why I've decided to share this video of what you need to know about starting your own law firm in Kenya. This is going to be based on my own experience and those of my friends who have also started their own firms. So, first, remember you don't need to register your law firm immediately. This means that, remember, the only thing you need, I normally say this thing over and over again. As an advocate of the High Court of Kenya, you have audience in any court. You have audience in every court. So that's why even I normally say you can't say you are unemployed if you're an advocate of the High Court of Kenya. So remember, you don't need to have a registered law firm at the beginning. Someone like me, I lost my job in February 2019. Just immediately I was admitted. My former boss could not retain me where I was doing my welding over. And I before starting and I started now hustling, doing my work. Mostly for me, I was doing criminal cases. Then I started my law firm in February 2020, a year later. So that's something you don't need to start your law firm, to register your law firm immediately. Remember, there is no law against doing matters. If the law only requires you to have a license and to be an admitted advocate. And then secondly, the other thing is you don't need to have an office space. You don't need to have an office space to get your own clients or to start your own firm. At the beginning, you can start there. I know of many colleagues who started out as briefcase lawyers. So you don't need to have an office space. There's that assumption that no, you don't have money to register your own law firm, you don't have money to get an office. You don't have to have an office space. If it's printing and everything, you can even have your own printer maybe in your own house, or maybe you just print maybe in town while starting. You don't actually need to have an office space. And then the third thing is you should remember getting clients takes time. Getting clients is going to take time. For me, someone like me, it took me like a month and a half. And I know of a friend also it took. So it depends. Yours even may be longer or even short. You might even get lucky. There are people who get lucky. Maybe by the time you're starting your own firm, you get a client immediately. So getting clients is going to take time. So it needs patience. So you have to be patient. I think it's good to go into this knowing that these are things you're going to expect. Getting clients is going to take time. But it doesn't mean you give up. This means just continue pushing. It will take time. Because, for instance, I think the bestest place to start while starting out is maybe criminal clients. Because at least you know where they are. Unlike other clients, you can't know like who needs your legal services unless they come to you. But now for criminal clients, at least these people might need your services and you know where they are. Of course, police stations or police cells are the courts. So at least remember, even though I remember, I've said, I started with criminal matters, but even getting those criminal clients, it took time. So that's something also you should know when you want to start your own law firm. Getting clients is going to take time. The fourth thing, which is very important, is avoid comparison. Comparison is the worst thing. Maybe you have friends who have started their own firms. You start comparing yourselves with them. Remember, everyone's story, everyone's path is totally different. Don't compare your seed with someone else's plant. Like, your path is different. So you might be having a fellow colleague who maybe they have also started their own farm, and for them they're doing well. Remember, people are different. There are people who their own parents supports them. Like, you find your parent will get you the office, your parents will get you everything, even the first clients. You find even your own parents, because of their connection, you may find that person, the parents are the ones who have given them the connection. So you can't compare. Avoid comparison as much as you can. Your path is different. So don't compare yourself with others. That's another very important thing. Don't. Because that's how comparison, they normally say comparison is the thief of joy. Trust me, if you start doing comparisons, you won't get anywhere. So just know your path is different and have your own plan and goal and focus on it. Don't compare yourself. Another, the fifth thing I'll say is starting your own law firm has to be your own personal choice. Remember the way even I was saying that employment, it doesn't mean that starting your own law firm is better than getting employed. No. So that's what I was saying. It has to be a personal choice. Because the only way, because they were saying it's not going to be easy. It has to be something you've made that choice yourself. So in short, I'm just trying to say, if this is not your path, it's still okay. You can still look for, like, apply for employment. This has to be, if starting your farm has to be a personal choice, because this is the only way you will you will stick to it, because it's, they were saying it's not, so it has to be a personal choice. So if you feel this is not something for you, it's still totally okay. It's totally okay, because there's neither employment or there's nothing that's better. So ensure this is really what you want, because you don't want to be also miserable. Remember, this is something that you wake up in the morning, you have to push yourself. Not like the way you're employed. Employment is different from self-employment. Self-employment, you have to wake up pushing yourself. You have to, sometimes you may find and people who are self-employed will tell you there are good months, there are bad months. So it also has to be a personal choice. I think the sixth, patience. The patience is really a virtue when it comes to starting your own farm, because trust me, things may not be good at the beginning. Chances are very high. They were saying people are different. Maybe there are people who start and it's very okay, but so maybe for you, it's things. So this is something also you should know, that things might be so tough. So patience is very important. So you should not give up. Like, just keep pushing until you get there. Because trust me, it will reach a point where you look back and you're like, I thank God I didn't give up. Because giving up is going to be so easy. But just ensure that you're patient, and no matter what, don't give up. Because I won't lie to you, it's not easy. But I've realized a lot of people, because by the way, if you haven't followed me yet, I have a page on Instagram, Lawyers Helping Each Other, and on Facebook, Mr. Nui, where I normally it's still the same thing, just sharing things based on my experience. So I remember I put a poll there and I was asking people now about the way a lot of people are employed. So I was just asking people who want to start their own farms, what's holding you back? A lot of people, they're saying it's capital. I know this may sound vague or big, like it may sound so vague, but for me, I started the day I was saying, for me, I got admitted in February 2019, and that's when my boss told me they can't afford an advocate at the farm currently. So me, I didn't have capital to start my own farm. I didn't have capital. So that's why I was saying, well, starting out, for the reason why maybe someone is talking about capital is because now they're registering of the farm, they're getting an office space and all that. That's why I was saying those things at the beginning, it's not a must. The only thing you should work hard for, which I feel it's so unfair for new advocates, is getting the practicing certificate. I know it's normally 21,500. That's a lot of money for someone who's just starting out. Because remember, well, in holding over, most people earn 10,000 to 15,000. Most people are earning like little money. People are not earning a lot of money. So, and then you imagine, and remember, maybe you're not being supported by your parents, and you still need, and at that time, that's the salary you're having, and you need to get 21,500 to get a PC. That's what I was suggesting for first time advocates. I think it should be absolutely free, or at least 5,000, a fee of 5,000. Because you can imagine, even though your second, maybe when you're getting your second PC, it's 15,500, but still, it's still expensive for many advocates. It's still expensive, especially if you're where you're working, they're not getting it for you. So just know that you don't need to have capital while starting. Capital is not a must. You don't need to have capital, because a lot of people, that's the main thing they're saying, it's holding them back. You don't need to have capital. You just have to start somewhere. As I've said, don't give up. Finally, like, don't give up. And then for the people who are doing the one for people employment, because also me, I remember, if you're looking for employment, I was also saying for the time being, and then for those people maybe they have said starting your own law firm, it doesn't have, like, if you don't feel that's something for you, yeah, it's still okay. So you can, so for people who are unemployed and maybe they don't want to start their own law firm, they want to get employment somewhere. So I would also still advise, you can't just sit there in the house just applying and doing nothing. That's how depression starts. So the best thing maybe you can do is, you can still do the same thing, but for you, your goal is not like try get maybe criminal clients or any other clients. Just try look for clients to get something. You'll be earning something as you wait to get an opportunity somewhere. You already have the tools. You're an advocate, and you just get the practice, and you have the practice. And if you don't have, you can get one. So for the time being, you can try and get clients here and there, and so that you avoid, because trust me, I was there. I remember for me at first, before I even thought of trying to go into this path, I was feeling so depressed. I was feeling so depressed because because me, I remember I used to stay in the house most of the time, because at that time, first, you're unemployed, of course, so you're avoiding to spend. So you'll find most of the time you only go maybe out when it's really necessary. But I was just saying, as you apply those CVs and all that, at least try to look for clients. Remember, you already have the what you need. You don't need anything else. The moment you get the client, you don't need anything else, as long as you're already admitted and you have the practicing certificate. So I hope this video will be helpful for people. I think for anyone, people who are currently unemployed, whether you want to, especially for the ones who want to start, if you want to start your own farm. I hope the video is helpful. Thank you very much for watching. So again, don't forget to subscribe to this channel and also follow us on our social media pages. On Facebook, it's Miss Tanui, and on Instagram, it's Lawyers Helping Each Other. Where most of the time, I normally on the story part of the Instagram, I put polls and I share bits and bits. See you in my next video. Thank you.